Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're going to cut right through the heavy cultural noise and those extreme claims you see everywhere to uncover the actual biological truth about protein supplements. I mean, if you've spent any time looking into fitness, wellness, or nutrition lately, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? The conversation around protein has gotten incredibly loud, and honestly, it's kind of confusing. So let's just dive right into this by acknowledging the massive divide we see every single day. On one side of your feed, you've got influencers hyping protein powder as this, magic shortcut, a quick fix for fat loss and massive muscle gain. But then on the exact opposite side, skeptics and maybe even your worried relatives fear it as a dangerous artificial poison that's going to ruin your internal organs. It's literally framed as either an absolute miracle or a total menace. But what does the actual science say? Section 1. The Great Protein Divide. Marketing versus Science. Section 2. What is protein powder? Understanding biological needs. Let's get one thing straight right off the bat. Protein is absolutely not just for bodybuilders. Whether you hit the gym hard or literally never lift a single weight, your body fundamentally requires it to function. Every time you exercise or even just move around strenuously, you're creating these tiny, microscopic tears in your muscles. And protein? Well, it swoops right in to repair and rebuild them even stronger. But beyond just muscle, your skin, your hair, your hormones, and even your whole immune system completely depend on it to keep you healthy. It's like the fundamental building block of your body. Now, the powder itself is actually incredibly simple. People tend to overcomplicate it, or they look at it with all this suspicion. Take whey protein, for example. It's the most popular type out there, and it is quite literally made from milk during the cheese-making process. That's it. It's just concentrated food. So we can completely remove the intimidation factor here. Whether it's derived from milk, soy, or peas, it's really just a natural source of a nutrient your body already knows exactly how to process. Let's look at this side by side to definitively clear up a really major misunderstanding. Protein powder is simply concentrated food, period. Steroids, on the other hand, those are artificial, hormone-altering drugs. Conflating the two is honestly one of the biggest errors out there. They are biologically, chemically, and legally entirely different things. No comparison. Section 3. Busting the big myths. Fact from fiction. Okay, we hear this misconception constantly. More protein equals more muscle automatically. It's this highly alluring idea, right, that simply drinking a shake while sitting on the couch binging your favorite show will just magically transform your physique. I mean, it sounds great, but human biology simply doesn't work like that. The real secret, the crucial point here, is that muscle growth requires a combination of several elements. You absolutely have to have consistent physical training to actually stimulate the muscle. You need proper recovery, adequate sleep, and dialed-in overall nutrition. Protein powder is just one tiny piece of that much larger puzzle. It definitely supports the biological process of recovery, sure, but drinking shakes while doing zero exercise, not going to magically give you abs. It does not replace the hard work, folks. Now, let's move to another major fear we see a lot: organ damage. This fear spread like wildfire online, mostly due to misinformation. But science shows us that for healthy individuals with normal kidney function, consuming recommended amounts of protein is perfectly safe. Actually, scratch that. It's more than safe. It's necessary. However, if you have pre-existing kidney disease or certain medical conditions, you absolutely must consult a doctor first. The real danger for the average person isn't the protein itself, it's the excessive consumption. Downing multiple scoops a day without understanding what your body actually needs, especially if you're not drinking enough water, well, that's where the health problems actually begin. Section 4. Quality and Safety Check. Spotting the fakes. So how do you know what to buy? Here's a really practical checklist you can use next time you're shopping. First, check the ingredient list. You're looking for simple proteins. Second, avoid unpronounceable chemicals and those sneaky added sugars. If you can't say it, maybe don't drink it. And third, and this is absolutely crucial, look for third-party testing. This ensures you're buying a product that's been independently checked for safety and quality, so you know for sure it's free of harmful contaminants and cheap artificial fillers. But hey, even if you buy the absolute highest quality powder on the market, always remember the name. It's a supplement. It's meant to supplement your diet, not replace your actual meals. Real, whole foods like eggs, fish, lentils, and nuts provide fiber, vitamins, minerals, and all these complex nutrients that a processed powder simply cannot offer. Bottom line, you cannot out-supplement a poor foundation of nutrition. Section 5. The Daily Protein Deficit. Global Diet Habits. It's kind of a fascinating reality that many traditional diets around the world, take a typical Indian diet for instance, heavily feature carbohydrates like rice. Or think about breakfasts that are literally just tea and biscuits. Because these everyday meals can often be highly protein deficient, people are turning to supplements to kind of fill in the gap. And fitness awareness has skyrocketed recently, which is amazing, but it's unfortunately led to a lot of widespread confusion and social media exaggeration, where all the nuance just gets totally lost. And the consequences of not getting enough protein? Oh, they are very real. Just look at these symptoms: constant fatigue, muscle weakness, hair fall, reduced immunity, and just really poor recovery from a workout or even a basic illness. If you're experiencing these super relatable everyday symptoms, it might not just be stress from your boss. It could trace directly back to a root cause of simply having way too little protein in your daily diet over a long period of time.
Section 6. Do you need it? Making the choice.
So, who actually benefits from this stuff? Well, if you fall into one of these categories, say you're an athlete, a dedicated gym goer, a super busy student or professional who's always skipping meals, or maybe a vegetarian who really struggles to hit those daily nutritional targets, then yeah, a protein shake can be a highly, highly convenient tool. It bridges the gap perfectly. But keep in mind, it is certainly not a strict necessity if your diet is already well balanced with enough whole foods. At the end of the day, health is built through consistency, not shortcuts. As we've seen throughout this explainer, protein powder isn't some magical miracle, and there's no way it's a dangerous poison either. It's really just a convenient tool. So I want you to evaluate your own daily habits. Look really closely at what is on your plate every single day and ask yourself this final crucial question. Don't ask if protein powder is broadly good or bad. Ask yourself, do you actually need it?